not anymore. There. Okay.
All right, so this is Sarah Rose Jackson.
Jackson.
So otherwise known as Sarah Rose Walks on stuff like Instagram. And is that your name on your blog as well?
Yeah. Google Sarah Rose Walks, all one word, and that's me.
That's you?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are you doing?
I am in the middle of a cross Canada trek, so I'm walking coast to coast, following the Trans Canada Trail.
Okay, wow. And you're
Why
I
are you
still
doing
can't
this?
believe that. I still can't believe that, yeah.
Well,
So
I
like,
mean,
why are you doing it? What's your number one objective?
I'd been interested in distance trekking for a while. It was something that my uncle had hiked the Camino years and years ago, and I remember hearing about it and being so enamored. So wrapping up school, I all of a sudden had an opportunity, I think, to look into something like that myself. And really the idea of pairing that with being able to see the country, which I am so unfamiliar with so much of it, I think, just
Yeah,
putting
me
that
too.
together. Yeah.
It's like every day I screw up names of places we're going. I'm like, I don't know where we're going. I just
Yeah.
follow her.
Yeah.
So would you say like you're the type of person that tries to take opportunities when you can get them?
As much as I can. I think this too, even just like deciding on this trip has made me be even more like that. Just say yes to everything that comes my way. And
Kind of like the Yes Man movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen that, but someone else
No.
brought that up the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just saying yes.
That's kind of this
Yeah.
trip for me too.
Yeah.
I've done more things even this trip than I would normally do at home
Yeah.
or whatever. Just because of bubbles and comfort zones, and you're out there and it's easier just because you're out
You
there. I
don't know
think.
those
You're not at
people
home,
either.
you're not secure and in this little box. I mean, that's me at home anyway, but
Yeah.
cool. And
When did you start? Because some people might
Yeah.
not
yeah,
know.
and
Yeah.
what day is this for you?
So I set out last summer, beginning of June 1st, exactly
Yeah,
one
1
year
year.
before you guys set out, and I think today on the trail would have been somewhere around day 260. I'll have to check my notes.
Where are we right now?
Oh yeah, we're in Thunder Bay right now.
At
Yeah.
an awesome host
Yeah.
house. So they decided to, well, our host that we met brought us to this lady's house, and she's opened her door to us. We stayed here for, it's going to be 2 nights tonight, and basically we asked if Sarah could stay too, and she obviously said yes because she's amazing.
You guys are amazing. Waiting for me and setting that up.
Yeah, so it's perfect timing, everything like that. She was just walking down the road, like literally walking down the road, just down the road. And here we are, and we're all from Edmonton, which is kind of cool. We grew up in, well, I was only there for a year or two, but we grew up kind of in similar neighborhoods. And we know a few of the same people in the downtown core. And yeah, I guess it's just something crazy Edmontonians do.
And she's Ukrainian, so she knows all my friends.
Yes.
I'm Ukrainian.
So it's a very
Crazy.
small
Such
world,
a small world, yeah. so
in
many
Edmonton.
connections.
My mom said that today too, because
Yeah.
I told her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
it's
yeah,
so cool.
really small
Always,
world.
Yeah.
So like with the Trans Canada Trail, how do you find the trail to be? Like, is it like in the bush a lot, or what is it like?
Yeah, I think the really cool thing about the TCT is that it's like multi-use. So it's a series of interconnected regional trails. So there's some parts that are completely in the bush, and some parts are a road that's been designated as Trans Canada Trail. So it gives you an opportunity to see the country in a lot of different ways.
And in Ontario, it's technically like water, so
Yeah.
that's why you're on the highway, right?
This is why I'm on the highway. Yeah, so there's a gap in the footpath, and
And that's
that puts
Ontario.
me on the road. Yeah, I'm sure the paddling trail is great too. I'd like to do it someday, but it hasn't been a part of my mandate. So,
So you have to walk the whole Trans Canada Trail from like west to east, right?
yeah.
And she is most likely going to be the first woman to ever do this,
As far
that
as-
you know.
As far as I know, like following the trail itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
And
far
would
as I
you
know.
say any general human being could handle most of these trails, or is there something that's like super difficult that some people might not be able to do?
Yeah, I don't think it's not anything like out of the realm of possibility for most people. I think a lot of it's just building up and trusting your body and knowing when to take a break and when to carry on. And that's something I think you learn about yourself as you go along. I'm sure you guys have had similar experiences in some ways.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of the training I think for the walk has been the walk itself for me. I was active ahead of time, but I wasn't into a lot of distance trekking, so I set out going shorter distances and gradually it worked up.
With your bag?
With my bag, yeah. So I carry up to a little over 60 pounds sometimes, and I hiked my longest day 2 days ago, and that was just over 50 clicks.
50 kilometers walking in one day.
In one day at 5 kilometers an hour. Imagine doing that.
Yeah. Very awesome. And what else was I going to say? Yeah.
That's pretty
Pretty
good.
crazy. And what are you eating?
Yeah.
That's a big question for people.
I mean, like a lot of trail mix.
Trail mix?
Trail mix and granola bars,
Subway.
dried fruits, and Subway when I can get it, or Tim Hortons or anything like that. Noodles, like
Carry
ramen
stove?
noodles. I have a little. I've got a little MSR stove that I have with me. I cook not every night a week, but once in a while I'll treat myself to a warm meal if I have water access.
Because you don't want to cook with water that you could be drinking.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas,
Water is
we
heavy.
get to water, we get to water every hour.
Yeah, I don't.
Really, we could fill up pretty much, even if it was someone's house, if we had to.
Yeah, for me it does depend. I mean, like in some areas it's been a lot easier to access for sure. And then in the winter all your water sources are frozen,
Oh, yeah.
so you can melt snow, but it takes a long time.
That's a whole nother thing. So she went all winter long.
Yeah, through winter.
So how many months
Saskatchewan.
in the winter then? All.
Well, I hiked until mid-December, and then I took a month break, and then mid-January onward I was in Saskatchewan and through part of Manitoba after.
And the snow.
Snow.
Like
Yeah.
snow.
And how difficult was that on a scale of 1 to 10 in your
Oh
realm?
God.
Like an 8? 9?
I don't want to say it because I'm sure that there are things that people do that are way harder.
Oh yeah,
But there were hard days, yeah. Like I mean, if you go to bed and everything's freezing, and then
Does anyone need anything to drink? Sorry to interrupt.
No.
You're good? You'll ask anyway. I'm hoping you will.
yeah, no.
That's our wonderful host.
Yeah.
Say hi. We helped cook all this amazing vegan, vegetarian food. Butternut squash soup and awesome salads. So.
So I have a question. Tell us about your hardest day so far on this trip.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not just
A
distance,
really bad
just like
example.
emotionally,
What was the
trail
hardest
difficulty,
thing?
food,
Okay.
what?
Yeah, I've had a couple of hard ones. A few of the cold nights were
Have
really
you
hard.
cried?
Yeah, I think I had one that was almost my breaking point, and I was hiking through part of Manitoba, and it was in a shoulder season. It was starting to get warmer, but it was a really wet day, and I was drenched, completely soaked through. We'd holed up in a little cabin for a day that we found to kind of try and avoid some of the weather issues, but had ran out of water. So because all of the water sources were frozen, the only source was a little slough, and the water tasted like poop. And it was so gross. And I mean, even no matter how you filter it and boil it, it's gross. And yeah, I had that, and then you can't stop walking because you just get cold and wet and
Miserable.
and like
then you can't get started
and too
again.
cold, like you don't want to freeze, so
And
you
you
have
don't
to keep
wanna get
walking,
going
and you're
again.
so tired, but you have to keep walking. And I think that was my worst day. And your boots are just saturated, and you feel like you're walking in these water shoes that have like sponge insulation or something. I don't know. It's awful.
And you were saying how many different special guests have you had? Like 4, 5?
I think more. I've had
What do you mean by special guests?
people,
Oh, like hikers.
trail buddies kind of thing.
The
Yeah.
people you met, or like you said, your sister came out.
My sister was with me for a while. My mom's childhood friend was with me for a month. My neighbor was with me for 5. A couple of other friends have joined me along the way. I'd say like total maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 7 or 8. But maybe 3 of those were really long term.
You said 5 months?
Yeah, my neighbor was with me for the longest. He was with me over the winter months, so I was really grateful.
No
And,
doubt. Just to
yeah.
help survive, split some of the work.
Yeah.
And did you build fires in the winter, or you just kept
Not
walking?
often, no.
Walk till
It's
you
too
sleep and
cold
wake up
too
and walk till you
windy and,
sleep?
Yeah. You curl up and you wait for your sleeping bag to kind of warm up, but yeah.
Miserable.
Yeah.
tough.
Well, but it was still awesome.
How do you find people as you're walking across the country acting towards you, walking this trail? How do you find people?
Unbelievable. People have been so wonderful to me, like really kind.
On the trail itself?
On the trail, off the trail, in like every respect, I think. I've had so many people invite me in and share part of their life with me, or share part of their story, or like yeah, they're home, I guess, really.
Do they find you in like the towns, or do you actually see people on the trail that you talk to? And
Not a lot
lead
on
to
the
things?
trail, at least through the winter time. That was
You're
not,
the only
not
one out
often.
there.
Yeah, it was often just
Skidoos?
me. This winter was weird because there wasn't
Oh,
enough
no
snow,
snow, yeah.
to be skidooing a lot of the time. Sometimes there were just like skiffs and things. Yeah, so it's definitely a bit of a mix, but yeah, people find me on the roads, on the sides, online. Sometimes folks would follow me online, and then I'd get messages, and that was also really nice.
Dope.
Yeah.
Online support, you guys.
Yeah.
All right, so what's I guess the final thing would be you could say like where they can I'll contact you if you want, but
Yeah.
like Instagram, blog, Facebook. Do you have Facebook?
Totally. I have Facebook. I'm not as good at posting on Facebook. Instagram, blog, anywhere on the internet.
And so
Yeah.
Sarah Rose
Sarah Rose
Vlogs.
Vlogs, yeah.
Put up
Perfect.
the link below.
Cool.
Awesome.
And we're about to have some musical entertainment, and Sarah might play something. So
Yeah, what are you playing?
I don't know. I don't know what we've got. Guitar, violin, fiddle.
So yeah, we went from having 4 people here, and now there's 10, I think. Right? Yeah. That's perfect. Okay, well, thanks for the quick interview,
Thanks for having me.
and it's very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm not quite jealous, but I'm inspired, I guess I would say, because that's something that's
Likewise, though, it's been like super cool enough and everything.
meeting everyone. Well,
Yeah.
just having company too must
Yeah.
be crazy. Even for us, the
Yeah.
odd person on like somebody
Yeah.
gets a flat tire and then you get to talk to someone that's
It's
riding
like
a bike.
half
You're
an
like,
hour,
yeah.
But also, like finding people who are going through a similar experience in a lot of ways is really cool. I think to be able to share some of that. Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's just friends off the bat.
Yeah.
Okay, peace out.
Bye.